As far as tonight's specific games, whether we're talking side total, player props, what are you really honing in on? Where do you think there's some sort of an edge in these two matchups?
Yeah, I mean, I told you I really like the Sixers, but I'm still willing to take the Suns and lay the points. This has been my fatal flaw over the last two games. I mean, I've looked like a fool taking Phoenix on the road, but I just think when you look at the playoffs as a whole and the NBA as a whole, playoffs for many years now, like when teams are shooting better at home, that's just a fact. And especially when you look at the home road splits for both of these teams, they get a boost from going home. And the Dallas Mavericks, I've said it for 2 years now in the playoffs. The way that they win games is just by hitting a bunch of threes. And that is, it comes and goes, right? There's variance associated with that. And at the end of the day, if you put the Dallas Mavericks up against the Phoenix Suns for 20 games at a neutral location, I think the Phoenix Suns would probably win 15 times, right? But the fact is you get that lift playing home. The Phoenix Suns also not shooting the same when they were in Dallas. I think that'll all change here. The first couple of games of this series, the Dallas Mavericks, they were not this lethal from three. And when you take that away from them, what you end up having is a Phoenix Suns team that, like the Sixers, right, they can score at every level. They have a huge rebounding edge in this series because the Dallas Mavericks have been playing small with Maxi Kleber. They are getting killed on the glass. Obviously, it doesn't matter when you hit 23s, right? But again, as long as that doesn't happen here and things come back to normal, the Phoenix Suns, they'll win the rebounding battle. They have the length on defense. They're the most efficient offense in basketball. And Chris Paul, two games in a row now going to Dallas. He had the 5 fouls. The last game, the game before that, what was it? 7 turnovers. It was a terrible game from him. Both times he stepped on the floor in Dallas. So I'm expecting a better Chris Paul here. Just kind of mentally reset. And I just think there's too much that can go right for Phoenix and too much that can go wrong for Dallas. I think this will be I think the line is pretty telling here, especially because the public, they love the Dallas Mavericks, and this line has really not budged. 5.5 to 6 points now. I'm laying the 6 here. I think that's where I'm going.